Hey, ever notice how the nation of Israel blocks off this African-Asian land bridge, serving as a literal wedge separating the Muslim populations of Africa from the Muslim populations of Asia? Now, when you also take into account the fact that American and European interests have been actively destabilizing this region really ever since the Second World War ended, it almost seems like this country is where it is, not so much because they wanted to gift the Jewish people an ethno-state, a home sweet home of their very own, but more so because they wanted to use this highly abused and battered, displaced group of people as a tool or a pawn in a game to further the interests of the Western economic elite, interjecting a highly funded, highly militarized, aggressively expansive, essentially Western presence into a region that at the midpoint of the previous century showed all signs of being on the verge of progressing into a highly developed, forward-thinking economic powerhouse, wealthy and valuable resources with similar cultural backgrounds that, if allowed to develop and, God forbid, unify, may have been seen as a serious threat to the future of Western economic supremacy. Regardless of how you feel about the developing situation, and I will add on a personal note that if the way you feel has left you gloating over the brutalization of innocent civilians of any faith, ethnicity, nationality, or any walk of life, then you should be feeling copious amounts of shame. We would be served to remember over the coming months and maybe years when our politicians start playing our heartstrings in order to funnel yet more money into the pockets of their war profiteering, weapons manufacturing corporate donors, that they do not do so out of the desire to provide aid or the goodness of their heart, but rather to protect their investment. An investment that's being paid for with your taxpayer money, but more importantly with decades worth of apartheid, with suffering in the lives of thousands and thousands and thousands of innocent people.